2016 sucked! But at the same time, it was a pretty good year for gaming. I had the opportunity to play some incredible games this year, and all but one of the ones that I was looking forward to got released this year.
Horizon Zero Dawn can't get here soon enough.
But 2016 still sucked, and so did some of the games that I decided to play. So I thought instead of making two different lists dealing with the best and the worst of this year, I thought why not mash them together and make the top 3 best and worst games of 2016. I know I'm a little late on this, but bear with me. Now keep in mind I haven't been able to play every game that's been released this year, so No Man's Sky, thank God, and Uncharted 4, the fuck, won't be on this list. So with all that being said, let's get started, shall we? Was I gonna clap?
Hercules.
Overwatch was quite a surprise for me. I remember watching the reveal for it and being like, eh. But as soon as word got around about how great it was, I knew I had to try it for myself, and I'm so glad I did. All the characters have such diverse personalities and their own unique play styles. Thanks to this, anyone, I feel, can jump in and try out some characters and fall in love with a specific character or discover a playstyle they never knew they were good at. I'm still trying out new characters, and recently I found that a character I never thought I'd be good at is actually really fun and challenging to play as. At its initial release, it seemed a bit bare bones, but Blizzard is continuing to update the game with new maps and characters all for free. This game is also the reason I haven't gotten around to playing Uncharted 4. I'm hooked on that sweet Overwatch love, yo!
Don't worry, Nate. I'll get to you eventually. After this next match.
Overwatch is a great game, and I highly recommend that you at least give it a try. I doubt you will be disappointed. Five Nights at Freddy's was fucking everywhere in 2014. Hell, it's still everywhere now with all the merchandise, and it even got another sequel this year, which I heard was actually pretty good. But that wasn't the only FNAF game we got this year. FNAF World is an RPG spin-off where all the FNAF characters from previous games live in harmony, but something strange is disrupting that harmony, and it's up to Freddy and the others to save the world.
It seems harmless enough, so why is it on this list? Well, to be honest, it's kinda boring. The gameplay is a little wonky, the walk cycle is god-awfully slow, and upon its release it felt incomplete. And in fact, it was exactly that. Incomplete.
Scott Cawthon ended up taking it down and offered refunds to those who had purchased the game on Steam. That's the main reason that it's on this list. That and I never played No Man's Sky. Thank God! FNAF World is now on Game Jolt for free, so go ahead and give it a look if you want, but I'd stick to getting jump scared if I were you.
Oh no, the Chica's still there.
Oh! God! Doom is so goddamn good! If you recall, I rated this game number 2 in my top 5 upcoming games of 2016, just beaten out by Pokken Tournament. Do I regret that decision? No, I had fun with Pokken Tournament, but I had way more fun with Doom. It genuinely surprised me with how good it is. It starts out almost immediately and has you killing demons in no time. The story itself is a little lackluster, but the gameplay overshadows that and provides an amazing gore-filled experience that the squeamish should avoid. But I'm sadistic and love hardcore gore. Doom is a nice step away from the typical shooter format. Instead of shooting down hallways with low walls for cover, most of the arenas are very open and provide several vantage points of attack or escape if your health gets low. Speaking of health, you can kill enemies using glory kills to get extra health and ammo, and these are so fun to perform. The multiplayer was fun too, reminded me of playing Unreal Tournament back in the day.
Overall, Doom is one hell of a good time, no pun intended, and it was worth every penny that I spent on it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I gotta sing the Doom song now! Doom, 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 doom.
I can't even with this game. What all can I say? Star Fox Zero sucks.
Star Fox 6... I can't... I almost said Star Fox 64. Fuck. Star Fox Zero is yet another Star Fox 64 remake, or at least it might as well be, released for the Wii U this year. I was so excited for this game when it was announced, and it was going to be the first Star Fox game that I had played in a long time. Boy, was I let down. Biggest problem that I and many others have with this game is its stupid control scheme. You use the left control stick to move around your R-Wing, and you use the gyroscope features to aim your weapons. This is a pain, because you have to continuously switch looking at the TV and the gamepad, which shows the cockpit view, and it's so hard to do. I'm sure this would have easily been patched to allow a different experience, but by the time that would have happened, it would have been far too late. Besides the controls, the graphics look outdated, and the length of the game is underwhelming. Actually, I never beat the game. I got so frustrated with the controls, I could not bring myself to continue. Star Fox Zero just... it just sucks.
Fuck that, I'm going to Alola, bitches.
Ah, shit, he locked the door.
I've always stood by Pokemon Crystal and the second generation of Pokemon games as being the best the series had to offer. Sure, other following games would innovate the series even further, but none packed as much of a punch as Silver, Gold, and Crystal. Now I can finally say I think I found my new favorite game in the series. Pokemon Sun and Moon are absolutely amazing. The changes Game Freak made are welcome ones, from the new Z moves to the island challenges to completely ditching the idea of HMs thanks to the new ride Pokemon. The island challenges are the best change to the Pokemon formula. They ditched the typical gym system in favor of new challenges. Sure, some of the trial captains battle you, but others will challenge you to a scavenger hunt or a quiz of some kind. The Totem Pokemon are super powerful Pokemon that offer a challenge at the end of each trial. The Alola region is by far the most beautiful region I have ever seen. I love exploring the region and discovering new Pokemon. Speaking of which, in addition to the 81 new Pokemon, there are brand new forms of old school Pokemon that give them new typing and sexy new looks. Some of my favorite Alolan forms are Muk, Sandslash, and Raichu. It looks like a muffin! There's so much to love about this game. I'd love to go into more detail, but all I can say for now is Pokemon Sun and Moon are the best games of 2016.
When it comes to Kickstarter, anything is a gamble, video games included. Shovel Knight was one of the best games that was released when it comes to Kickstarter. Following in its footsteps would be the most infamous Kickstarter projects to follow in its footsteps. And that game is none other than Mighty Number 9.
This pains me to say. I was really hoping this game would be good, but Mighty Number 9 is a huge disappointment. I love Mega Man. He is by far my favorite character from the old days of gaming, so hearing the creator of Mega Man was developing a game that would be a spiritual successor to the Blue Bomber was really exciting to hear. I was even more excited hearing the game had been fully funded within 2 days and eventually raised over $4 million. So what the fuck happened? The developers had every incentive to bring to life something great. Instead, after failed promises, several delays, and even pissing off several people with that poorly made commercial, they decided to come out and basically say, get what you get and deal with it. This game isn't fun either. Well, the gameplay itself is alright, and absorbing enemies for better attack and speed is a good idea, but there is a point in the game where you are forced to use an ability that never once was mentioned to you until a prompt points it out to you. The graphics look like they were ripped from a PS2 era title and looks like nothing that we were promised. They didn't even bother to animate the characters' mouths, and the voice acting is really bad as well. Well, except for Steve Blum, but he's good in everything.
Mighty Number 9 is by far the worst game of 2016 in my eyes. With all the countless broken promises, the number of delays, and the final product itself just being horrible. This could have been the Mega Man game that fans like myself have been waiting for years, but unfortunately, that just wasn't the case. Platonic, I swear to God, if you fuck up Ukulele, I'll just be very upset, okay? Please let Ukulele be good. Please let ukulele be good. Please let ukulele be good. And there you have it, the top 3 best and worst games of 2016. If there was a game that you didn't see on this list that you think should be on this list, then please let me know in the comment section below, and we'll have a nice little discussion. Ah, thank God, now I can finally put that foul year behind me. I wonder what 2017 has to offer.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
What the fuck?
Oh boy, summer shit's about to go down now.